I don't know how well you can hear me over the truck noise, but it is what it is. So, got a little bit of a late start this morning. Today is more of a recon trip anyways. Heading up to the Forks area in Maine. There's this big bog I found on X that I want to go check out. There's some pretty serious trail lines in the bog, between 2 points in the bog, basically where they're crossing across this big bog. So I'm going to go down in there and see what I can find for sign, see what I can find for trails, get acquainted with the area so that if we get snow and I can't find a track, I've got somewhere to go. And then I'll probably end the day in a cut that I tracked a buck around last year. See if I can call him out in the evening time as the sun's going down. So that's the game plan right now. We'll see how it works out. It's exciting to get back up north and just go poke around a bit with a rifle in my hand. Taking out the Winchester Model 70 30-06. Got some bullets that I loaded up. I think they're Sierra Pro Hunters. It's like a more rounded off, soft point. Hoping it does well in the brush. I think it will. 180 grain bullet, and I didn't load it super hot. I didn't want it moving too fast, but it's definitely got some kick. Pretty slow season for me so far. Logan got his doe, but we went out first time last weekend. Didn't really see anything. This is the first day I've been out by myself. It'll be probably one of the few days I get out on my own. Just needed to get in the woods. I'm excited to check this bog out. I've always had a lot of luck finding sign near bogs. Anyways, we'll see what we find in the woods. We'll get off the trail a little bit. See what we can find. Should be a fun adventure either way. I've had so many unsuccessful years, and the thing that keeps me going, or has kept me going in the woods, has really been just the adventure of it, what you can find out there. I think you could see in my last video a little bit, I found a moose bed. That was kind of cool. But you just find these places you wouldn't normally find if you weren't going through the woods. I think there's a lot of really cool trails and stuff in Maine that you can go see some cool things, but there's some really cool things that are off the beaten path, and people wouldn't even know we're there. So I just love the adventure of it. I love the trying to figure stuff out, looking for clues, putting it all together. I'm really focusing on these two kind of general areas in the Forks right now for deer hunting anyways. So I really want to figure out a couple spots and then before I move on to another area. Hopefully down in the bog today we've got some footing we can use that's quiet. Alright, we are out of the truck now, looking for a way into the woods. couldn't get to where I wanted to. Beaver dammed up a road and I just couldn't get through, so it's where one of those 2 or 3 inch lifts would have been nice, but what are you gonna do? So we are gonna do the opposite of what I had planned to do, which is fine because the wind's working out for that. So we'll see how this goes, and see you in the woods. Well, I'd say there's some coyotes in here. You see that? Looks like a moose bone. Yep. Alright, quick update. We are in about, I don't know, halfway between where we parked and where I want to be. There's some islands out here in this bog that I want to go check out. So far I've seen quite a bit of moose. Quite a bit of moose sign. A little bit of deer sign. Nothing major. Mostly just prints, but there's life around. Nothing that makes me want to come back yet, but we'll see how the day goes. I'm gonna go check these islands out. I'm gonna try to pop out on the lower Enchanted Road and walk back to the truck. I'll go check out that clearing. Just sat down, had an apple, and gave my back a break. I've been pushing through some pretty thick shit, so. But, beautiful country. Maybe we'll see a deer today. Maybe we won't.
Alright, well, we made it out to these islands, but there's really not that much sign out here. Maybe because there's no food, I don't know. But probably gonna boogie on out of here, get back to the truck, and go find a good place to set up for the evening on that clear cut, or that old clear cut, and go from there. Made it out here to the place I wanted to be. Did the recon I wanted to do, and now it's time to get out of here. It'll probably take me an hour to get out of here, get set up, sit for about 3 hours, then head back home. You can kind of hear the wind, I'm sure. It's giving me some good cover for the noise I'm making, but I'm gonna make a bunch of racket getting out of here. Maybe I'll jump something up, but nothing that interesting. I won't come back here unless I track a buck here, so we'll see what I find on the way out. That was tough. Alright, update. I didn't bring enough food. I brought enough water. I didn't bring enough food. And there's no food stashed in my truck anywhere. Which, shame on me. At this mountain that I tracked a buck around last year. And I will walk up in here and go sit for a couple hours, I guess. We'll see. But if I don't take a nap, I'm not going to be ready to go. So that's what we'll do. We will take a nap, and then we'll go sit and see if something comes out for us today. Alright. It's about 3:30. I'm going to go sit for a couple hours and then head home. I'll show you where we're at when we get there, but I'm going to go find a place to sit first. I'm gonna sit here for a couple hours. I tracked a bunch of deer through the bottom of this cut here last year. Well, you can see it on the camera, but there's a pretty good shooting lane here. I can get around some whips. I might be able to get one in them if something steps out, but we'll see what happens. Nothing yet. Been calling, but there were fresh prints on the way in though. Maybe this morning or yesterday. But I'll sit here and watch the sunset